My guest for today Carlo Pamintuan, a sports journalist, also a PBA at WWE commentator. Welcome to my podcast, Sir Carlo. Why you pursue sports journalist?
I think it started when I was younger. Hilig ko po talaga yung sports. I grew up watching basketball, boxing with my dad and my grandfather. Tapos yun din, I also like writing. Mahilig ako magsulat ng bata ako. I like writing essays as part of the school paper. So yun lang. I guess nagkataon lang na napagsama-sama ko yung interest kasama nung talents na rin. So I decided to pursue a career in sports journalism.
How's the feeling around Gilas Pilipinas trip?
Whenever you go to a trip with Gilas Pilipinas, it's always, I view it always as a privilege kasi hindi naman lahat ng writers or journalists have the opportunity of joining Gilas Pilipinas. At the same time, it's also a big responsibility kasi halos ikaw lang yung pagkukunan ng information ng mga taong sumusubaybay sa Gilas. So it's a bit of both. It's pressure, and then it's a lot of fun because you get to see different places. You get to travel all over the world, meet Filipinos who are supporting Gilas, who are working, living abroad. So laging iba-iba yung teams na nasasamahan. So you get to meet the players a little bit more kasi pag sa PBA games, hindi mo naman sila makakausap talaga eh. But then when you are with them for a trip, especially for those long trips na halos kami-kami lang yung magkakasama for weeks, you really get to share a bond, develop a relationship, and get to know them in a deeper level.
Your close friend in Gilas Pilipinas players?
I can't say I am specifically close with players, pero I guess it comes with my upbringing din. So makakausap ko talaga yung mga Kapampangan, di ba? Sila Jason Castro, Calvin Abueva, Japet, even Gary David who speaks Kapampangan kahit hindi siya technically taga-Pampanga, taga-Bataan siya. So, but overall, lahat naman kasi talaga ng Gilas players, you'll get to know a little bit more when you're abroad with them, when you are focused on covering them, covering their practices. So lahat naman nagiging kaibigan natin after the trips.
Ano na-start career nyo sa PBA Commentator?
Well, I think that all started when a previous company, yung Yahoo Philippines, closed down. Yahoo, the mother company, decided that they wanted to pull out of the Philippine market. So after that, naghanap ako ng susunod kung pwedeng samahan ng company. I joined TV5 mostly as a writer and as a producer. So hindi man talent talaga, hindi man sports commentator yung pinasok kong trabaho. But because I was already involved with production, because I was already a writer, I met the right people. They gave me opportunities. Binigyan nila ako ng pagkakataon to be able to, try it out. Try first commentary sa radyo PBA, and then ultimately transition to sports coverage and to, covering games on TV. And then, nagkasama-sama na since interest ko naman nga yung other sports din. I got to cover MMA and boxing and different sports because, once you get your opportunity, syempre kailangan mo na take advantage of it, di ba? Hindi mo na pwedeng pabayaan na balik ka dun sa dati. You have to really make use of the opportunity presented to you. And swerte nga ako, may mga tao na naniwala na kaya kong gawin. So I was able to start a career in
Basta kasama si Coach Tim Cone sa PBA Commentator noong 2019 Game 7 po.
It's not just, it's a privilege to be working alongside Coach Tim, such a tremendous coach, and Tim Cone. Noong namang game 7 nung TNT versus San Miguel Beer nung last na Philippine Cup, si Coach Norman Black naman yung nakatrabaho ko. So I still find myself, taking a step back and just taking it all in because these are people who I grew up watching. Sin buong childhood ko sila yung pinapanood ko, Coach Tim, Coach Norman, Coach Jong, and then having the opportunity to work alongside them. Syempre, nakakatrabaho rin sila the Dean, Kinito Henson, sila Dr. J, sila Andy Howe. So it's really a huge honor for me to be sharing the booth, sharing the coverage with with people that I look forward to working with dahil nga ang tagal ko na silang idol, ang tagal ko na silang pinapanood. So nakaka-humble. It humbles me in such a way that I appreciate where I am, and then also it's good pressure because pag sila yung kausap mo, you have to be prepared, di ba? Hindi naman pwedeng basta-basta lang yung sinasabi mo. Hindi mo pwedeng bulahin si Coach Tim ko, hindi mo pwedeng bulahin si Coach Norman Black, because if they feel that you're not prepared, if they feel na hindi mo pinaghandaan yung game or hindi mo alam yung sinasabi mo, lilitaw talaga siya. So it's pressure, but it's good pressure because it forces you, it pushes you to work a little bit harder with your preparations.
Musta feeling maging commentator sa Olympics 2021?
I think getting the chance to call the Olympic Games, lahat naman siguro ng napasok sa sports industry, pinangarap magawa yun, di ba? I was lucky enough to do it twice. The first time was in Rio for the Rio Olympic Games. Tapos yun nga, nabigyan pa ng pagkakataon with the Tokyo Olympics. But I think in terms of just the magnitude of the coverage of the moment, hindi ko siguro makakalimutan yung 2021 because it was high delete. The first ever gold medal for the Philippines. I was lucky enough to be given the opportunity to cover that. And yung feeling lang talaga nun was I just did not want to mess up the moment. Yun lang yung ayaw kong gawin. Parang ayaw ko lang pumalpak kasi it was such a big moment. Not just for Heidelin, but for the entire, di ba, Filipino nation. Kasi tagal na natin naghihintay ng gold medal eh. Finally dumating. Tapos swerte pa ako na ako yung nagsasalita to cover it. So it would be, one of the most unforgettable moments in my career. And I'm super honored and humbled to be given the opportunity to call that performance.
Musta mamit sila Joakim Noah at Derek Rose?
I was able to meet Joakim Noah and Derek Rose almost maybe a decade ago kasi nagkaroon ng pagkakataon to go to Las Vegas because I think it was a launch for Adidas. First time na maglalagay sila ng Boost technology in basketball shoes. So I was lucky enough to be sent there. I think nagpadala sa akin noon would be Slam Philippines, if I remember correctly. And they were very cool. They were very down to earth. Di nga lang namin sila na-meet. Nakapag-pick up basketball pa kami kasama ni Joakim, ni Derrick Rose, Damian Lillard, lahat ng Adidas big names actually were all there. And it was great to meet them. Hindi mo naman makakausap ng matagal, but just sharing the court with them kahit na hindi naman tayo magaling mag-basketball, di ba? Parang makalaro mo man lang sila, parang masayang feeling na. It's a great experience to be able to meet, NBA players like them.
Top 5 NBA players of all time.
Top 5 NBA players of all time. I'm a Dirk guy, right? So I'll always have to start and end with Dirk Nowitzki. Of course, Michael Jordan. Of course, Kobe Bryant. I'd have to say LeBron. And yung isa pa, tough. Personal to lahat lang ng napanood ko. I would say Shaq. Maybe that's my 5. So Shaq as my center, Dirk as my 4, tapos LeBron as a 3, tapos bahala na si Kobe tsaka si MJ kung sino yung magpo-point tsaka shooting guard sa kanila.
Tingin nyo kaya ng GSW mag-back-to-back champion next season?
Defending champs. Parang Golden State has proven time and again that they'll stay competitive even without Kevin Durant, winning it this time around. To be honest, I don't get to follow the NBA as much as I did before. Kasi if you put yourself into my situation, I'll have to watch all of the PBA games. Lahat yan. So that's Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 2 games each. Papanoorin ko lahat yan. Hindi pwedeng may mamiss ako na PBA game. If I don't watch it live, I'll find a way to watch it another way. Kailangan kong panoorin yung buong laro because that's my investment into working for the PBA. Aside from that, pag may PBA D-League, I watch it. If may PBA 3x3, I watch it. If I work sa Spikers Turf, I'll have to watch the games also. So, in terms of just, tapos as the WWE Commentator, I have to watch Raw, I have to watch SmackDown, paminsan pati NXT kailangan ko pang panoorin, di ba? To get to know kung sino yung paangat dun sa main roster. So in terms of sheer hours, I don't have the capacity anymore to watch as many NBA games or follow it as closely as I'd want. Pati nga ngayon, hindi na ako makapag-fantasy NBA kasi wala na talagang oras. So, I don't think my opinion matters much when it comes to the NBA. But, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond and Steve Kerr, syempre, may pag-asa pa rin talaga manalo ng championship.
Masasabi nyo sa Bay Area Dragons sa next conference?
In terms of the results that they picked up, sa mga tune-up games nila, hindi pa sila natatalo, di ba? So, I think they would, be strong contenders. Walang PBA team yung may 7-5 na player. So, they have that. They have someone to guard Junmar. They have an import, a former NBA player. I haven't seen them yet, so I don't have an informed opinion on matters. But from the outside looking in, it's very interesting because it's something that we have not seen from the PBA in a while, di ba? Matagal na tayong hindi nagkaka-guest team. Tapos kung magka-guest team man tayo, tulad nung last edition ng Gilas, I think hindi naman sila pwedeng manalo ng championship kasi pinapahiram nga ng mother teams yung ibang players nila sa Gilas, which disqualify them from being playoff contenders. Now, it's different kasi alam ko pwedeng manalo ng championship yung Bay Area Dragons and they will be competitive enough to try and shoot for it. Diba? So it should be another additional great story sa paparating na Commissioner's Cup.
Masasabi nyo sa JNT maganda pinakita sa Leg 1?
JNT Express, PBA 3x3. To start, hindi nakakagulat na maganda yung pinakita nila kasi yung team nila mataas yung quality, di ba? Hindi sila naghanap ng players from the outside. They look for players who have proven themselves in 3x3. So, ako personally, I'm not surprised that they did well. And I expect them to be even better. I think they will be contenders for leg wins outside of TNT. Meralco kasi may mga nagbagong players, so we expect them to, get better in time also. But JNT certainly surprised a lot of people, but in terms of how they built that squad, it's not that surprising to me because they have a great batch of players. Parang sinundan nila yung formula ng Limitless App Masters from before, diba? Parang ganun yung tema ng JNT Express. So looking forward to covering more of them because they'll only get better.
Thank you for watching. Please also subscribe my YouTube channel.